We can have what they have and better. We should want our own businesses. We should support our own businesses. We're totally being disconnected right now from reality. We don't support each other. Sister Daia made a good point one day. She was giving a talk. She said, I know you don't support black businesses or African American businesses because you don't even support the vendors outside. I didn't even think about that. But this is a time when we've come through refinement. Let's galvanize the new tools that we have. Okay? Let us aim for excellence. Okay? And let us celebrate the returning to the natural pattern, the Eid al-Fitr. Let's celebrate the victory, inshallah. And let us socialize and keep our good practices and habits that we've developed. With that being said, I would like to close this out with the dua, and then inshallah after we have an important announcement. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh our Lord, please give us the good in this world, the good in the hereafter, and save us from the torment of the fire. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. A technical note. Typically you're used to two khutbahs in our Eid prayers, but one is acceptable. And so you saw Imam Abdullah do one, so don't jam them up. Don't put out on Facebook he's making innovations. One is acceptable. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did one. And you go some places and that's what they do. They only do one, inshallah. So very briefly, before you leave, this is the day that everyone comes out. The Eid for Ramadan. And so some of you who are here, we haven't seen you in a year. But mashallah, no, that's not a slight. It's you go to the masjid that's closest to you when you have to do Jummah. And some of you live on far north or far east. So for you to come today, mashallah, we're glad to see you. So that wasn't a slight. But we want to update you about what Imam Abdullah Rashid was talking about building that context. As you know, we are in the midst of a fundraising drive to build Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center. And Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center is envisioned to be that place where we express our culture, where we would put out our own forms of culture and entertainment, where we would produce our own play so we don't have to go see Tyler Perry. We can go see Salim Muhammad's play, right? Where we're going to have a studio in Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center where we can record lectures, we can record classes, we can record lecture series, and we can also record spoken word, music, and other things like that. Whatever that expression is, it will find its home in Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center. And it gives us great thanks to inform everyone that since January, we have raised over $100,000. Allahu Akbar, for Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center. And just like this place was a vision and a dream that was in our souls in 2008, and we walked in 2010, Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center is a vision that's in our souls in 2016, and we don't want 2018 to hit. See, we had an overflow crowd today. Anytime we have an iftar with large numbers, we can't fit. We have to sit out on the parking lot, or we have to sit underneath a tent. So we have outgrown our current facilities. And just like when a baby outgrows the womb, it has to expand into a larger environment. So collectively, we've outgrown this particular center. And when you get khutbahs like you got today from Imam Abdullah Rashid, who told me, he said, Imam, I told myself, how can I be an imam and have knowledge and information and not be the most productive individual materially that I can be. So he let me know that his goal was to go out and get his share of the dunya. Right? وَابْتَغِي أَتَاءَكَ دَارُ الْآخِرَةِ وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. So seek by all means your afterlife, but come and get your share of the dunya. And collectively, as a second generation and third generation of Muslim, he is what we've been trying to produce. Everybody said I was what we were trying to produce. No, not at all. He is what we were trying to produce. And those that will come after him. That, Allahu Akbar. Those who can navigate the spiritual world and the material world and keep the balance and be successful materially and successful spiritually. So, brothers and sisters, we need Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center. It will have a studio in it. It will have a big open room. See, it'll be twice this size. We can divide it up into 3 separate spaces. When we have classes, when we have conventions, whatever we're going to do, we need it. So we raised over $100,000, and I think we have a little bit over 110, somewhere around there, in the bank. That is for Ibrahim Kamaluddin Community Center. And on August the 5th, Friday, August the 5th, at Masjid Maryam. Masjid Maryam is in new territory. If you can't bring the money to Muhammad, take Muhammad to the money, right? You have to be strategic and wise in everything that you do. And that's not their money, it's God's money. And when they donate to please God, they donate to please God. And when God rewards them and God responds to them, then God is going to give them ajr. God is going to give them doubled and multiplied. And that's the promise of Allah. When you give in the way of God, He will da'afu. He will give you double multiplied and even more in response. That's Allah. Listen, Uthman ibn Affan once, the Muslims were struggling in Medina, and a caravan came in, and everybody wanted the caravan. Because, you know, some new product rolling in town, it's hot, right? Everybody wants to be the first merchant to have that new product, they can sell it. So they went to Uthman and they said, so if he had a tie that was worth $10, one person offered him $20. Another person said, nah, Uthman, I'll give you 30. Another one said, nah, I give you 40. One said, no, I give you 50. They were offering him 5 times the investment. And he said, no, I'm waiting for one to give me more than that. And they were like, now they're businessmen kicking, right? Uthman. Now, so I'm going to put it in our language. Bruh, who's going to give you 5 times? This is riba, Uthman. Uthman said, Allah has already promised me 700 times when I give in charity. And He gave the whole caravan away in charity that day. Yes. And there was around 10 Lexuses. There was around 10 Lexuses in that caravan. They may have been called camels, but that was a Lexus for today. So on August the 5th, we have a huge fundraiser where we're trying to get to at least $200,000 from where we're at right now at 115. That means we have to raise $85,000. Imam Qasim Ahmed will be a speaker. I've just recruited Imam Abdullah Rashid. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be a speaker. I'm going to be a speaker. Usama Cannon is going to be a speaker. Imam Siraj Wahaj is going to be a speaker. Make it broad. We've grown up and we've matured. We have. So now, and I'm bringing $10,000 worth of donations, personally. I'm going to bring $10,000 worth of donations, inshallah. How many of you today, you don't have to write a check, how many of you can agree to come to August 5th fundraiser? First, all of us need to come anyway. Period. We need to show up. Like Minister Robert and the nation showed up at 9 o'clock this morning when we were still on the road.